This one might be a little bit more of a we have to circle back to it, or you and Isha have to circle back to it next week. What would reasonable production number predictions look like for various prospects? For instance, what would a successful season look like for Stramel, Heidt, etc.? Any off the top that you want to comment on, or is that I need to come back?
You know what? It's so the one that's really difficult to gauge is Stramel, right? Because like it's gonna be a very different team, different coach. So
he's not gonna play.
Right, yeah, he's not allowed to. He doesn't have his AARP card yet, so he can't, he's not eligible to be on the ice.
Minimum 3 times a week, he's got to do the early bird special at Denny's.
Yeah, exactly.
You come back here with your Denny's punch card, and you can fucking play.
What a pull! What a pull!
Fuck!
Stramel that's going to be one where like I never thought I'd say it, but I'm going to have to tune in to like every Wisconsin game now because he's obviously, in theory, anyways, going to be given the bigger role again. Like completely different team, completely different environment. Like everything's different. Where like you want to talk about a kid, especially as a true freshman, but you want to talk about a kid that just needed that actual reset. Like we say it all the time about players in the NHL, like a trade, a change of scenery, yada yada yada. This is a complete reset for him because college hockey is obviously hard to play in general as an 18-year-old, or even when you do an extra year, then you go in at 19. It's still a really fucking hard.
And then being on a laughingstock team in the best conference in college hockey
in the conference,
year.
Right?
Like,
so I gotta think he must be fired up for the season, and he's got Will Whitelaw coming in too. They have a good recruiting class, which is funny because Will Whitelaw is like the exact opposite of Stramel, where he's like 5'7", 5'8", pure.
Don't they have that psycho too? The guy that just like starts fights from the development program. What's his name again?
Oh wait, is he going there too?
Yeah,
Brady Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
That could be a lot of fun. Granted, fuck Wisconsin. Really like I hope Stramel develops well, but I hope that they lose every game they play. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's positive vibes. But no, like he's gonna be there, but they've still got them. They think they still have like 10 guys that are drafted too. Cruz Lucius, great name, still gonna be there. Sam Stange gonna be there. Like they've got a good class coming in, and they've obviously pulled some guys that are 29 plus 10 years old. So, but again, like full on reset for him, really needed. So that's gonna be one I'll be interested in terms of like production. I couldn't put a number on it because like, yeah, it's gonna be a completely different team. I'm sure it's gonna be obviously it couldn't be worse than it was last year. But like, who the fuck in that conference? Who the fuck knows how much of a step they're gonna take? But in terms of like Riley Heidt, he had an unbelievable season in the WHL. I mean, just like on the face of it, it's gonna be hard to match again. But I mean, the kid was top 5 in points on like one of the most difficult teams to play on. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I don't know. What do you have, like 70? Like, but I mean, he's unbelievable. So I guess realistically for him, like you're just looking for him to take a bigger step, just like in terms of like the well-rounded game or whatever on both ends of the ice. Prince George can always get like that team in general can just be better. But again, like I think Judd was right when he said like the shortest road trip on a bus is like 3 hours from Prince George. So like, it's not an easy situation to be in, but I mean, I guess for him, it's like continue to do more of the same and then just add a little bit more of like the NHL game with a more well-rounded kind of approach to the game. But you could put up 10.
Did you say well-rounded?
Probably. But like,
moving on.
Riley Heidt could either put up the same number of points or like 10 points less, and it's not like it would be like a big failure either. Because like, I mean, the kid had a ridiculous season. and I still cannot believe that he was the last or one of the last picks of the second round.
Yeah, that kind of took.
It blows my mind. It like really does. I don't know how it happened. I really don't, but whatever.
Well, thank you, Blake Blotsky at Bada on Twitter or X. I refuse to call it that. By the way, it's really hard for me to find the tab for this now that it's like just a black X instead of the blue bird. But
I don't know.
Thanks, Elon. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.